Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is October the 10th of 25, getting kind of mid-afternoon. We're started on putting on the head of this old 922B here. So I'll show you what we've got started so far. Right there, I've got the deck cleaned off, and I sprayed it with that copper coat gasket stuff there, just because I like that product. And I have all of these we'll call them like rubber type grommets in place with a copper insert, extra gasket sealing areas on the water jacket, and the two small ones back there in the far corner are for the oil gallery. And then what happens is, after you get them in place, I believe the sequence is to lay your gasket over top, because that gasket in turn will capture those rubber grommets and catch them underneath the gasket. So we'll put the head, bring the head into place and put that on top. Little bonus this morning. A friend of mine said I needed these two, what do you call them, skid units. What they are international power units. One is got a cracked block, and that's something I referred to, yeah, the actual better looking one with the radiator has the cracked head, not a block. And I was kind of referring to that when I'm checking out my own equipment here for fertilizer. Antifreeze. Just one of those things. Had fresh water in it, forgot to drain it, froze the head. But I got a spare one right here, put it on. What I'm going to use these for, I have no idea, but there we have it. What's going on here is I shortened up the sequence there. This is the for real head install, so we're just going to do the most important areas of moving this in. I'm not going to drag it out. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting in a couple of longer bolts, front and back, and lining them up into the appropriate holes. So when I do lower this head down on the gasket, those bolts will align the head and it'll capture those two dowel pins front and back. With experience comes knowledge, and I've come into putting this head down. It's quite a bit more lined up with level, and I already got a long head bolt here in the back and a long head bolt here in the front, and that's lining it up. So hopefully everything is going to sit down over the dowel pins plus those delicate grommets without doing any damage. Let's hope that happens. And just like that, when I ease her down, the head come down and lined up with those two dowel pins. So far so good. The the front facing the radiator, that dowel pin is on the head, or started on the head. Okay, the one at the back is on the dowel pin starting on the head. Working alone, it just takes quite a bit of extra time. Just want to double check, because I got to go back and forth from the hydraulic controls to the see what's happening at the head, because that's a blind spot to me from the Clark. So working alone sucks, but it gets done eventually. I forgot what size this is, so we just got the old convenient thumb wrench, crescent wrench, adjustable wrench. Take your pick. Feels pretty solid there. Now I'm just putting these couple 3 bolts in dry for now, just so I can make sure my head is all the way down. And I don't like the look of it. It doesn't seem to be all the way down.
Because of the height of those rubber grommets throughout the head, there's 13 or 15 of them, and it does keep the head up higher than what you would think. It doesn't lay flat on the gasket. So once I get all the bolts done up, it's all fine.
Those 3 are pretty tight, so I'm going to get rid of this lifting device and get rid of the Clark, and then we'll go further. Okay, I got the all the head bolts in the proper holes and oiled up. Everything's just snugged down, and I got all of the push rods in place. So let's lift our rockers up. Another deal where a guy needs a few helpers. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. We got all of our push rods trapped. So let's just bring these down slowly and evenly. Okay, they're all just snugged down. So now we'll, I want to get my little brass mallet and I'll just tap all of these valves, make sure they're all functioning. Okay, they're all working. Now I need to go up, I need to build a gasket for my tappet cover, or fix that gasket. Go up to the shop for that, and then get my torque wrench out, look the torque specs up for this head, get that cranked down. So we'll bring you back. Okay, we got, as I was saying, we got our head on. All the bolts are oiled up. Rockers are on. Push rods are in place. And so far I got all the head bolts torqued down to, I think, 50 pounds. And I don't really know what the exact torque is for the head bolts, but I'm going to go up to 80 pounds. And call that good, and anybody that has the exact measurement, they can let me know. And because once I get this running and whatnot, run it for a bit, then I'll have to retorque the head bolts and reset the valves. So anyway, let's go on up to 80 pounds. Okay, that's all the bolts torqued up. I already spread my RTV on that gasket for the tappet cover, so I'm just going to drain a little bit of oil, trickle a little bit of oil over everything, and put the cover on. Before I get the cover on, it could still get a little bit more tacky. I got all my injector lines on. I'm just not get too carried away tightening them up as long as they're on there, and because we got to still do a lot of bleeding of the pump. This thing hasn't had fuel up top for 40 years probably. It sure is nice to finally get this old girl kind of closed up, so keep the weather out of it now and hopefully get it running this fall here to get antifreeze and everything in it and test everything out. Hopefully it's all going to work out. Sure, a lot nicer now. I can actually roll the engine over. All right, let's get that cover on. Tappet cover, that is. Oh, I was going to pour a little oil on everything. Let's do that before we close her up. I didn't bring my squirt can, but I think this is going to work just as well. There, I think that's got a good coat of oil on it. Let's try this again, get this cover on. Pretty close. We'll see if we get our bolts in. These are not all fat. Well, the bolts are factory and the washers, but there's extra flat washers and so on and so forth. I don't know what it's all about, but it's going back the same way as it was. Just got to go get my socket. Just happen to have my 9/16 box end here because the socket wrench won't fit as it is. Okay, I'm just snugging those up for tonight. Let that RTV kind of firm up, and then we'll squeeze her down tomorrow there sometime. There, that's looking pretty good. Now, tomorrow I'm going to continue on. Well, I'm going to put a can on top of this exhaust port. And I don't know, I should just cover something up on this water. Or this is the intake, actually. The intake manifold. I'll have to cover that up with something, put a board on it or something. But yeah, that's all we're going to do for today. We're going to call her quits right here. It's getting pretty low in the sun. The beer is cold, so we're going to go have ourselves a beverage and make some supper and get back at her in the morning. Well, as it turns out, I'm going to have to redo my outro for yesterday's video. I went to do some editing yesterday, and I thought everything was all good, and discovered that my outro yesterday was a total disaster. So, before I could redo it, it was raining, and it's still raining this morning. So I'm underneath the canopy here and on the deck, and we're going to do the second version of the outro. I got, so here I got my Sidekick Luna out here underneath the canopy as well. Help me out with this video so we don't screw it up again. So anyway, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe and press that notification bell, as well as make comments. I love the comments. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention that I do have a members channel, and
I've already got one member. Happens to be Triple D, which happens to be my son. But anyway, things are moving forward. Come on, say persist.